Buying a house right now is the worst financial decision you can make. In this video, I'm going to show you guys a lot of statistical data that supports my statements. Now, I am pretty sure you guys heard of the recent Fed rate hikes. They raised it by 3/4 of a basis point, which puts mortgage rates to 6.3% currently, which caused mortgage payments to rise $600 extra. It now costs a little over $2,000 for a median priced home. And to even afford the median price home, the minimum annual income required to afford the steep down payment is up from $79,600 in April to $107,600 of April of 2022. But with higher interest rates, the housing competition should go down, right? Yes, you are right, the competition has been going down, but here's the thing. Prices are still going to remain pretty up there. It's just going to like eventually reach its equilibrium. But the thing is the low supply issue. Just because we have high mortgage rates doesn't mean that's going to lower the prices all the way down to what it was pre-pandemic. America has been having supply issues even before the pandemic in 2019. A lot of people don't talk about this, but I'm gonna specify on it more. We were short 3.84 million homes in 2019. We had roughly 4 months of inventory, which was it was definitely leaning towards the seller side, but it was much closer to the buyer side than how we is of right now. Right now, we currently have 2.6 months of inventory. So that means if homes weren't being built and people just bought all the houses, we only have 2.6 months of housing inventory left. This has caused the median sales price of homes to go from $322,600 in Q2 of 2020 to $428,700 in Q1 of 2022, which is hovering around a 32 to 35% increase in home prices. We can amount this to low supply and also Americans encountering bidding wars. And just so that people can get the upper hand on other bidders, they waive contingencies. Which, in my own opinion, and I feel like in a lot of people's opinions, this isn't a smart decision because one, sometimes you could probably be waiving the home inspection and also you raising the appraisal contingency. Now with the inspection, say for instance, you come to find out that that house is busted up. A lot of things that were hidden in the way, but you signed that away. So now you have to repair it. So that's more money coming out of your pocket. And say for instance about the appraisal. Say for instance, the home value didn't come out as much as what it was expected for. Now that's money coming out your pocket. And even if you waive all these contingencies, you still might not win. Why? Because you are competing against all cash buyers. I don't remember the numbers, but I think all cash buyers are 4 times likely to get their offer accepted over yours. And also another thing people don't really talk about is property taxes are increasing across America. This is why I say it's better to rent. Because to be honest, as of right now, it's way better short term. It's better to wait for the market to cool off because as what we are seeing, this is where it is headed. Now, I may be young, but I can definitely see through this. The government wants to see less demand in housing. And according to Redfin, inventory has been rising because houses are staying on the market for longer due to lesser demand, which should cause home sales to slow. For those who are looking to build a home, boy, do I got some news for you. Building permits have been going up and down. Currently in May, it's nearly 1.7 million. Now let's look at this from the builder point of view instead of the customer's point of view. Builders as of right now are very cautious. As of right now, they currently have the lowest building confidence since the start of the pandemic. Also mix that in with supply and labor challenges, which continue to impact builders' ability to complete projects in a timely manner. Now, even big institutional investors like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, they have stopped buying homes. They slowed down because they see what's coming forth. It gets even more scary when you have literally the CEO of Chase Bank, Jamie Dimon, saying that economic recession is coming, basically saying that a hurricane is coming. And henceforth, he then lays off his employees from the mortgage sector and reassigns them to other sectors. Like we have places when Wells Fargo also unassigning people from their sector. We have people from Rocket Mortgage. Now guys, being a homeowner is not always the best thing. To be honest, I think it depends on what setting you are in and what type of economic stability the economy is in. The people that bought during the pandemic were in more favorable economic conditions than how we is now. So they saw the biggest equity growth probably in American history. Competition wasn't as fierce as it was back then. As of today, as a buyer, you have so much things that's being thrown against you that just points out that you shouldn't do this and that you should just wait until the market cools off. Because what if you actually did overpay for a house and then later you have to then the housing market just cools down and crashes and now you left with an overpaid house and that extra $100,000 could have been going to something else. Even according to Showing Time, there has been a 50% decrease in real estate showings in California. I can pretty much guarantee the summer and fall markets are not going to look like the markets that we used to see. Open houses are going to be pretty much empty. And it's not just because of interest rates. Many buyers are starting to think that the best course of action is to wait out the housing market and see what it does. It has been so unstable that people no longer want to take that risk. Sellers are most likely panicking, and here's why I say that. They're seeing their equity slowly decrease. Their prices that they once sold for are slowly decreasing. And also America is short 5.24 million homes, right? And investors own 20 to 25% of America's homes. And currently there are 140 million homes in America, and they own 28 million. Now guys, it doesn't even they don't have to even offload the whole 28 million. It's just a couple of that million, and then supply is satisfied with demand. Even according to Fannie Mae, only 17% of customers report that it's a good time to buy a house. So all those people that are saying, oh, it's a good time to buy a house, even today, they are pretty much lying to you. I'm sorry. These realtors that they're just saying this is a good time to buy, they're telling you to buy in the most expensive housing market ever, and also with the most uptight inflation ever. Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, even said, I would say if you're a home buyer or a young person looking to buy a home, you need a bit of a reset. Central banks around the world are thinking the same exact thing. We all know Canada has seen extreme home appreciation, even more than I say the US. And the Bank of Canada has seen that and raised interest rates, I think, even harder than America. Now, if you do buy a house in this market, maybe due to dire circumstances, go for it. Everybody is in different financial situations. But as a buyer, don't fall victim to FOMO. Weigh out your options and find out what's best for you and your family. I mean, you're looking to buy your dream home. It's better to buy in at least decent economic environment. And I say that because also the personal savings rate is at its lowest since 2008. Inflation and other factors are burning through people's personal savings. Consumer settlement is lower than usual because of factors like these. Now, I just wanted to come off you guys as a non-biased, not trying to sell you thing point of view, because I am a real estate agent, but I'm just going off the truth and not trying to sway you guys into buying by saying this is the best market ever, which is not the case. It is the most expensive and also in the biggest bubble. This is why I take the neutral stance. If things change, I will be honest, but things are not in the brightest sense to buy. This is why I keep you guys updated and I take non-biased standpoints. A lot of people think I'm biased because I keep on saying housing crash this, but this is what's coming on. And a lot of other real estate YouTubers are starting to talk about it now, and their views are shifting towards the housing market crashing.